Greetings and welcome back, Dapplings, to Planetbase, where power is critical. Speed up. No. Oh, that's going to be bad. We're only halfway through the night. Oh, no. There we go. A little bit of power. I mean, it's not going to be enough. Things are going to shut down, but we do need more. We really do need more. This is rough. Very rough. Oh, well. I mean, there's not a lot we can do. Our plants are decaying very fast because there's no power. Hopefully our botanist is going to be able to keep it going. Hopefully our botanist can... sorry, our windmill can keep this going. I mean, we actually flat out need... Because even in daytime, we're not actually going to get anywhere unless this picks up. Oh dear. We may be killed because of a lack of strong winds. That'll be frustrating. It's daytime and there's nothing we can do. People can't even get inside. Oh no, there we go. Some power. Oh, thank goodness. Don't go back out, you fool. You only just got inside. There we go. More power coming online. Everything turning on. That's right. Please stop. It's constantly slowing down. We need one more metal. That's it. So you need to get inside at this point. Yeah, relying only on wind, probably a pretty bad idea. We'll just have to try and go for more wind than solar, but not just ignore solar. I was taking it to an extreme. Oh, because solar isn't going to be as useful, I'll not use it at all if I can help it. But that was clearly a mistake. I need a guaranteed source of power, even if it's only a small guarantee. I can't rely on something as temperamental as wind, because we are going to lose people now for no other reason than we don't have any wind. Once this is rolling at full power, it's fine. Like now. And this will be fine through the night as well, but unfortunately it's not going to be fast enough for us. Many people are going to perish. And that is very, very sad. There we go. We're actually storing up a charge right now. Once we've got a couple of them and huge banks of batteries, we might be able to weather it, but for the time being, that's really not going to happen for us. And wind is already slowing down. Okay, well, all we can do is hope for the time being. We've got some ores in there. Hopefully, in fact, we've also got some starch. Hopefully our workers can get in there and fix that up. Have we still got workers? Because if we don't, then it's pretty much game over at that point. No, we've still got them. They need to eat, but... This is an engineer. No, it's a worker. Well done, worker. We have got a basic meal. We should be able to get some actual nice meals. We've got tomatoes and wheat coming in. I believe that makes pasta. We do want vitro meat as soon as possible, but right now we're just kind of clinging on to survival by the very tips of our fingernails. There we go. That's the metal that we need. If we can get that hauled out over there, we can at least get the solar power plant running. It's a small solar power plant, but it will be enough. All we'll need then is to have a landing bay. The landing pad will require a fair chunk of power, actually, so no matter how we go, this is going to be a bit of a struggle for us. We've got plenty of food there, though, which is good. There we go. Solar power is online, and that is accounting for quite a chunk of our base's power needs, honestly. If we look at the charts, can we just see power? Oh, there we are. This is where the wind has been particularly good for us, and we're getting there again now. Red is probably what we're using. Either that or red... sorry, no, that's vegetables, I see. If we have a look at the grid, we need very little of the amount of power that we've got. There we go. Let's get all of these things back into decent shape. Make sure we've got plenty of meals coming through. Still only basic meals, unfortunately, but how much metal do we have? And we've probably used up all of the metal. It all comes down to now whether our worker can avoid being hurt. Right, the landing strip is going to take 4 metal. It's not ideal. Not ideal at all. However, we can just build it here, and it shouldn't be an issue to us. So something like that. This will take up our metal stocks for the time being. Hello, ferrets. How are we doing for food? Not doing well at all. And all of our produce is actually very, very poor right now. That's not going to be producing anything, really. And until we get more food, we are still at death's door, unfortunately. Need 4 more metal. I believe my worker will be working in the mine shortly. There we go. Off to work in the mine. Possibly not. Ah, that was the engineer, sorry. Worker is off to work in the mine, yes. Oh no. To make plastics, perhaps? Oh, there we are. Actually, we did end up with a little bit of ore. Not bad. And we've got a worker there. Worker there. Oh, do we have 2 workers? Oh, we do. That's the only profession that we have 2 of at the moment. That's actually kind of useful. One of the main professions that we want 2 of. But we are going to start hurting now in terms of our food, because our one botanist is going to have a very, very hard time keeping up with all of this. Just as soon as we can get you going, we are going to only accept colony ships. 2 botanists would have been able to keep this going. Perhaps I should have had a slow production. You know what? Yeah, I think we will. We'll build a slow producing food source. So, mushrooms. Takes very little maintenance. And we'll do away with this as soon as it's finished. And we'll replace this with a slow producing starch source. There we go. And we'll have maize for this one. Oh no, we've lost our botanist! Drat! Right, it all comes down to now whether we can get this going fast enough or not. Don't actually want any bioplastic. So for that, I'm going to recycle this. I can just recycle these repeatedly to try and get food out of them. It's a bit of a rough way of doing it, but it should work. Going for the high maintenance ones, though, probably not a good idea. We'll cycle them for the low maintenance ones. So the wheat pad, you're gone. And we'll go with... Oh, actually, wheat was okay. We'll go with wheat again then. Now, as we build these, they will have a chance of being able to make a... I believe they'll have a small chance of getting 1 output of food in time. We need 1 more bit of metal. We don't want to get rid of that. I could... Yeah, let's sacrifice this. Go. Just get that metal over there right now. Got more than enough power now, of course. If we'd only had that earlier on, we wouldn't have been in this position, but... If we can get this set up in time, we might be good enough to get you over there, I don't know. Oh, you gotta go and repair something with spares, that's a bit of a shame. Okay. What are you gonna repair? Okay, that's fine. If I can just get you to build this landing pad, we may be able to recover the colony at that stage. But it's gonna be... You know, really cutting it down to the wire here. No, don't go back. No. Don't go stand next to the plant. Ah, damn it. Okay, stand next to the plant. No, okay then, fine. Go out here, build the landing pad. There we go. And immediately, we do not want traders, only colony ships. And right now, we want this more than anything else. Botanists, please. Biologists, sorry. Oh, I'm going to be shouted at again. And rightly so. Someone doesn't spend years getting a biology degree and to be called a botanist. Okay, we might actually get one output from that. Don't know. It'll be close. Oh, no. There we go. We've lost one of our workers, I believe. No, it was our engineer, our only engineer. Well, that is a bit of a shame. Come on, colony ship, please. I'm not sure if they will actually drop by because of how poor the welfare of our colony is. I mean, to be fair, would you really want to come to this colony as it stands? I don't think so, and I don't think it's unfair to feel that way. I'm going to wait until the very last person dies, but I feel that Ice-T has had its chance, and that Brownout, just as we seemed to be on course to get things back in order, really did put the nail in the coffin there. Such a shame as well, because I think we could have recovered, but for that Brownout. Remotely possible we'll get a colony ship, but it's gonna be cutting it fine if we do. All we need, like 3 biologists. That's all we need. Then we'll get some engineers, then some workers, then we'll be good. Doesn't look like we ever got the growth out of that we were looking for. That is a shame. Maybe it was the case that I needed to build the higher yield, so we'll try tomatoes and... oh, we've not got any engineers now, unfortunately, so it doesn't really matter anyway. Oh well. That might have saved it. Perhaps it was that I needed to get the high maintenance but high yield crops. Oh no, there we go. Really? I thought we didn't have any of you. 2 workers, but no... Oh no, we've still got 1 engineer. Never mind. Actually, looks like maybe I was simply wrong. And that I just needed to go for the high yield. Unfortunately, we've lost our engineer, so that is it for us. And one of our workers as well. All your colonists are now dead. You have failed to build a viable colony. Well, I think we all kind of knew that was happening. Okay, let's try another colony. Ah, alas. We've got enough time to make another start, though. Right, so what are we going to be calling this one? Let's go for... Long Island. Iced tea. Naturally. I'm not going to drop the tea thing straight away at the first hurdle. No, 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 no. It is critical that you only allow colonists in your base when you have the required infrastructure to deal with them. Yes? Yes, it is. Alright then. Let us see how this goes. Okay, right. Let's have first a look around and see what the lay of the land is. I wish there were a way to skip through this component of it, because I don't need to see everyone arraying outside of the drop pod again. Okay. Let's have a quick look. It does look like we're in a different location. That's good. Alright, so we can probably get mines in these hills over there. Okay, so let's get things working as quickly as possible. So, I am going to go ahead and build a second stage oxygen area straight off the bat. I don't think that's going to hurt us in any way. Famous last words, perhaps. We are then going to build ourselves a second level solar panel. Now, that might not be the best idea. I'm not sure. I'm not sold on it one way or the other, but I do think it's important to get... We're not going to be just relying on air, so given that... Actually, let me quickly remove that, just temporarily, because I want to make sure this is in the right location, that it could expand properly. Damn. That's just going to be left there now, isn't it? That is going to be a pain. Okay, let's get ourselves some water. Coming in from there. There we go. Fantastic. It is moving there. What I want to do is make sure that I can expand it out to the third level if I want to later on. There we go. Next thing we're going to want to build after that is probably the canteen. But we're going to want to make sure that it's got enough room to grow. Second level canteen to grow there, so we'll go with this one. There we go. And then, unfortunately, we didn't get enough power going up. So we're going to need a wind turbine quite desperately. So let's get one of these going, shall we? Please get outdoors before all of the power is gone. Please, I beg you, don't stay in there. Oh dear. Oh dear, that's very, very bad. I'm not sure. I suspect it's very, very bad. Let's turn this up. Can I turn that off? Yes. Shut down. Stop draining power. Yeah, definitely stop draining power. Come on, everyone. Gotta try and get through this night. Only this night. We need another 2, and then we can build this. We should be okay. Power is dropping. We need an engineer to start working on this right now. We're actually behind on a number of things. Please. Oh, engineers, why? This is going to be bad. They're all going to go inside, eat their meal, and then be stuck indoors, aren't they? Come on, just one of you. Get outside. We just need one thing built. Yes, I think we may have just been saved. Hero engineer right here. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, this should actually start to climb because we've got such good wind conditions right now. Yikes, that was rough. Okay, turn this back on. Let's get ourselves some water, a meal maker, and a plant. And a table. There we go. That's all we want to begin with. Next up, we want hydroponics. And I'm going to say we want to make sure there's enough room for one of the largest ones. We'll do something like this, perhaps. I'll have it be a small one for now. Just in there. Actually, I could give... no. No, let's not go... Try to build too big early on. We've already seen what happens when I do that. Let's stick to what we know. And what we know is this. We will, however, build a water tank as an emergency backup. Right there. So even if that shuts down, we've got the water tank. Next, I want to recycle this whole thing. Gives us 20. Storage. If I make it this big, branching off here, it should be fine. Then a dorm branching off here. It can be internal because I can build around this ring fairly easily. I'll build it there just to make sure that that we have room to expand this, but realistically, no. Let's not build it there. Well, I mean, people are going to get tired, which is a shame. It's a crying shame, but there's not much I can do. I can always replace that later on with something else. I can get rid of the whole thing, maybe a med bay or something. Once this is built, I will be building something off it. Alright, let's get things going. As soon as we can get that up and running, then I'm going to be much happier. If you're thirsty, go inside, get something to drink, please. Also, if you're a little bit down, go look at the plant. Got a lot of stuff waiting to be built right now. Sip of tea. Yes, I know. You're pretty tired. I can appreciate that. Truly, I can. There we go. We've got storage. Survival reached. Hurrah! And in here we want 1, 2, 3 beds. Straight off the bat. We need them. Hydroponics, we need this set up. We just need someone to go there and work on that, honestly, at this point. How are things doing over here? Not terribly bad. Could be a little bit better, though. It's not awful. But I feel... How much metal? We've not got that much. We're going to need to build this mine. Like right now. There we go. We are then going to want a tomato plant. I would say a wheat plant. A onion. Then maybe a pea or rice. Let's go with lettuce. There we go. So more food than anything else. Well, that said, I think it would probably be better if I didn't go for lettuce there. Instead, either went with maize, just to diversify the crops a little bit more. I don't need just food, because all it means is I'm going to get 1 extra food in exchange for 1 starch. I think that's going to be a better deal there. We've only got 3 metal remaining. That's actually quite frightening. That's quite frightening. I may have to destroy 1 thing in order to get this going. Because I am going to need 1 extra metal, and I'm going to have here. Ah, isn't that just a pain? Alright. Unfortunately, you are going to have to be demolished. Because I'm going to need that metal to make the metal maker and the plastic maker. But other than that, we do seem to be off to a bit of a better start this time. I'm going to run another battery ASAP. But we also need a med base soon too. Oh, don't be sad. Let's make something else so that you're not sad, shall we? A video screen, perhaps. Maybe one... Sure, there's a spot. Right there. Planetary news. Let's get a vid screen up so that you can be cheered up a little bit more. There we go. As soon as this is constructed, we should be good. We're starting to bring in some ore already. We're already starting to produce starch. Not far off. Okay. This is going a fair bit better than previously. Our robot is going to need a little bit of help soon, though. Yeah, there we go. Needs to be repaired. And here we are. Right, I want this room prioritized. I want 1 metal fabricator and 1 plastic fabricator. High priority, please. Okay. We should be self-sufficient with that. Got plenty of power coming in, even during the night, or at least when it's windy. We are good for food, but until we've got medical supply manufacture going, I'm not gonna feel comfortable at all. We need spares as well. Self-sufficiency reached. Fantastic. Have we got any ore yet? Yes, we do. We've got 1 ore so far. And that's been brought in. Fantastic. Food stocks are low, but we've just had a harvest, so it should be okay soon. We've got 1 meal of basic. Onions, tomatoes are in there. Got some wheat. Got some more onions. Pasta. 2 pastas and a basic meal. Oh, that's fantastic. So 2 onions are there at the moment. Got some more wheat. So we've got a couple of pasta, a couple of basic. That's actually a really, really good return. I'm pleased with that. Very pleased. Okay. We're also making our own metal. Good times, I tell you. Good times. Now, next up, we are going to want a lab, but we're also going to want to expand our food production to start making a bit more, some medical supplies, because I'm really worried about our workers being damaged in the mine, being wounded. That is one of my larger concerns right now. So we want a med bay. We've got some medical supplies. We've got 5 medical supplies. So a med bay built off from here, perhaps. I think this is a dead end room. So I don't necessarily want it all coming off here, but at the same time, it kind of makes sense to put it there. That can grow up to this size from this position. About there should do. Maybe around there? There, I think. So we're going to want 2 bioplastic, 2 metal. We've got the 2 bioplastic. And we've got enough ore for the metal. So at the very least, with this setup, we'll actually be able to heal our wounded workers. Now, you could do a toss-up between building a landing pad versus building the med bay to heal people, because ultimately with a landing pad, you could just hire more people if the need arose. And there is certainly logic in that. I'm starting to question my judgment in having gone for this, but damn it, I don't want my people to think that I believe they're expendable, even if they are. Salad. Oh, good. Got some salads. Fantastic. We've actually got some good meals going. Well, I'm quite happy with that, actually. Even got some onions and wheat being stockpiled. Very well. You know what? As soon as the maze is finished... actually, I'm almost tempted to just... Oh, yeah, I do think we need to get... We'll get rid of the maze and put a regular medical plant there. And then hopefully we should be okay soon in terms of everything else. We've got more bioplastics being created. How's that doing? Not too bad. We are getting there. Slowly, but we are getting there. I think a lab would be the next one. Probably branching off this as well. There we go. Sick bay is built. All we need is 1 medical bed to start with. I don't need anything more than that right now. Hopefully we won't suffer any kind of injuries that necessitate more than that. We could go for this. It's going to cost 4 metal to get. Or we could go for the lab, which costs 1 to 2 metal. If I make a big lab, and honestly with the difference only being 2 metal, there's kind of no reason not to. And it'll be built off my biodome. It's actually kind of not exactly what I want. Or what I could do is I could build it there, make a temporary connection to improve the size of the biodome. Eventually I want this to all be meat, but initially we could have it do some medical plants as well. So in total that's going to require 3 bioplastic, 3 metal. Should be able to get it there. I've already got 2 metal on the way. Oh no, 1 bioplastic. 1 metal. Okay, well that's not terribly bad, I suppose. We've got plenty of vegetables moving up there. I think we are going to get rid of the maize, though, and go ahead and replace that with medicinal herbs. Okay. Things are going significantly better than they did in our first attempt. Significantly better. We've got a huge amount of energy storage. I don't think that's going to be an issue right now. We're bringing in 25 from this. Exactly 25 from that. capable of bringing in 50 from this. I mean, not everything is hunky-dory yet, but, you know, we're getting there. We are getting there. And the fact that we've got quite a few meals, salad, and basic. We are stockpiling food as well. Yeah, I don't think we needed the extra vegetables. There we go. One of our workers already wounded. So it was a good idea to get that going. Whether it's going to be a better idea to wait on... to build the lab instead of the landing pad. Well, I'm not entirely certain about that, but we'll see. But I think with that, we're going to be wrapping this episode up. It's been a little bit longer than anticipated, but because obviously having to start again. I hope you've enjoyed it, though. It looks like we're off to a better start at the very least. I'm not going to say a good start because I'm not sure that it is a good start yet, but certainly we are off to a better start. So the town of Long Island may make it through the second episode. Who knows? But until then, and as always, do take care.